So how much does it cost to live in Canada as an international student? In this video, I'll break down the average cost for a realistic monthly budget. Before I start, I want to preface this video by saying that I live in one of the most expensive cities in Canada, which is Vancouver. Because of this, my cost breakdown will be higher than in other Canadian cities. So if you plan to live outside of a big city, you can expect your monthly bill to be lower. However, I still want you to use these numbers as a guide, as it's usually better to expect more than less. Okay, now that that's clear, let's jump into the numbers starting with rent. Rent will be your biggest monthly expense, with different types of accommodations such as apartments or house, shared accommodation, or living with family or friends. In Vancouver, a one-bedroom apartment ranges from $1,600 to $2,400 per month, unfurnished. Shared accommodation, on the other hand, is when a group of people live in the same apartment or house and share the costs. Here, you can expect to pay $500 to $1,000 per month. But I just want to quickly add that not only do you have to pay for rent, but also utilities, internet, and cable. With a monthly bill of $102, basic utilities include heat, cooling, water, garbage collection, and electricity. On top of that, you have to pay an extra $80 a month for cable and internet as well. Next up, phone plans. Canada is known for its expensive phone plans, but there are student-friendly options out there with low-end prices ranging from $15 to $57 per month. I also suggest that you bring your own phone with an open line so that you only have to worry about how much your mobile plan will cost. At the time, I chose Freedom Mobile's postpaid plan and paid $110 per month. But keep in mind, the plan included a new iPhone, which I didn't pay anything upfront for, which explains why the price difference is so steep. It had unlimited calls and texts, and 10 gigabytes worth of data, which I use a lot for social media and real-time navigation. But if you don't use the internet as much as I do and already have a phone, then you can definitely get by with less. Next up, we have food. Food includes grocery shopping or eating out. It will be much cheaper if you bought groceries and cooked it yourself, but it's usually at the expense of your time, convenience, and also your cooking abilities. For groceries, expect to pay 355 Canadian dollars per month, which is very reasonable for a single student. However, if you decide to eat out, it can cost between $15 to $35 per meal. My suggestion is to learn how to cook simple meals that are cheap and healthy, and eat out when you do not have time to cook. As a pro tip, get a Costco membership card. This allows you to buy bulk items for dirt cheap. As an example, I bought this cereal box for $6.99, which can last me the whole month. If you live with other people, you can offer to split the bill on your grocery run and even share the experience of meal prepping together. Next up, transportation. There are public and private ways to get around. Buses and SkyTrains make up Vancouver's public transportation, which is easy to get to and use. And it currently costs $181 for a 3-zone monthly pass. But it's also important to mention that some universities and colleges have the U-Pass program. This allows students to have access to public transportation for the whole duration of their studies, since the cost of it is covered by their tuition. There are also cars, taxis, Uber, bikes, or your good old feet as private modes of transportation, where if you plan on owning a car, the average brand new car costs approximately $19,500 to buy out, or a little over $200 per month to lease. On top of that, you also have to worry about insurance, gas, and maintenance costs. If it's doable, try biking instead. You can buy a good bike for $500, or if you live near enough to your school, work, and amenities, then you just need to spend $100 to $200 on a good pair of running shoes. For me, because Vancouver has an efficient and convenient public transit system, I use a combination of both public transit and my good old feet. Up next is lifestyle and entertainment expenses. This includes things like going out with friends, watching a movie, or getting some retail therapy. Movie tickets alone cost $15. Alcohol costs on average $8 per drink. Gym membership costs $60 per month, and a reasonable budget for shopping could be $200 per month. Now, depending on your level of priorities, I would say budget at least $400 per month on your mental wellness. And because I don't have a lot of friends, at least here in Vancouver, I definitely saved a lot in this department. But I do splurge every once in a while on a good pair of Lulus or a hoodie from Aritzia. But hey, it's an investment. Now, there are other expenses to keep track of, which will fall under other costs. Sometimes we may pay more out of the blue or because of an emergency. For example, I dropped my old phone and it got crushed underneath the wheel of a bus because I was careless and not paying attention. As such, I had to fork out an additional $1,200 for a new phone. It still hurts my wallet to this day. Now, even if you think this won't happen to you, I still think it's a good idea to set aside $200 per month for unexpected costs. Now, one example of other costs you may incur is supporting family back home. If so, there's a great way to make that process easy and affordable as possible. So, how do you get the money from here to there? Well, thanks to this segment sponsor, Simplii Financial can help. With their global money transfer service, you can send up to 50,000 Canadian dollars quickly and safely to over 130 countries. Just sign up for an account on their website or through their mobile app. Enter all the required information and the amount you want to send, hit send, and the person should get it within 1 to 3 business days. Simplii also currently offers a welcome bonus so you can save on transfer fees, allowing you to send more money to family and friends. On top of their zero banking fees, you can also earn up to 650 Canadian dollars when sending money abroad. See all the details as projected on your screen. And that's not all. They also just introduced their cash pickup service, allowing beneficiaries to pick up cash from supported MoneyGram locations in over 40 countries worldwide. If you offer this service, you can transfer up to 2,000 Canadian dollars per day, and on your first transfer, you can receive $50 cash back using the code CASH. Finally, the best thing about Simplii Financial Services is that it's the only bank in Canada that provides zero transfer fees. How cool is that? So if you're interested, use my affiliate link found in the description box below. In total, the monthly living costs can range from $1,200 all the way to $6,800 Canadian dollars. And their range is so wide because it really depends on your circumstances. If you're lucky enough to live with relatives rent-free, cooked all your meals, use public transportation, and have a below-average social life, then you can expect to pay somewhere at the lower end. But if you like to live by yourself in the heart of Vancouver, eat out for every meal, drive your own car, and have an average social life, then you can expect to pay at the higher end of the spectrum. Anyway, that's it for the cost of living in Canada as an international student. I hope that these numbers help you figure out how much it costs on your journey to study in Canada so that you can prepare. And if you did find this video helpful, it would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to my channel, even share this video, and comment down below. Thanks again for watching. Be safe and be kind. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.